when they leave. You was over there, you heard about what they gonna do? Call Crime Stopper and say, hey, I just heard Yellow Man, Big Blackie, Monkey Man, and some other unknown say they finna go to Tampa. I don't know if they gonna do it. That's what Karens do. That's what Karen and Toms do. It's called being proactive. Crime prevention and crime intervention. We don't just want crime intervention. We want crime prevention. So report suspicious activity.
Charleston White speaking on Julio Foolio Yungeen Ace, the shooters in the Julio Foolio case. And he even spoke on Young Thug and Shell Kill in the YSLs. Y'all hit that like button and let's see what Charleston White had to say.
Compassionate at trial. One thing I can say about Thug and Yak got in him, they didn't show no remorse. Young Thug, he was in there playing. Say he was starving off eating Snickers and potato chips. I knew he was lying. Yeah. But listen, Thug never didn't show no remorse, yellow boy. Lil Boosie didn't show no remorse for his victim. Now all of a sudden you gotta, that's why I say, all you cute, that's why I wasn't supposed to be out there with y'all. I was a cute little boy. All you cute that half-ass think you cute and believe you handsome, you better not try to be street. You too cute and handsome. This is what you gonna do. Yeah. All handsome is banned from the streets now. All yellow, cute, with wavy hair is banned from street activities going forward. I'm making a big homie call. Say, let it be known, all yellow. We catch yellow niggas in the streets. We get them to October 31st, Halloween. We better not catch a yellow on the block, sitting in the stairways at the apartment. Better not be talking about school. I got that gas in front of nobody's stove. All yellow got a curfew this summer. Sick of this shit.
Take responsibility and express my feelings.
No, you got a baby you finna leave behind. You done got the little yellow girl pregnant and you talking about responsibility. Fuck whatever responsibilities you got as the shit. You shot it. If you ain't up there crying, I'm sorry, man, throwing yourself on the mercy of the court or saying his mama. Fuck you, Yana. I ain't saying, man, fuck, I just been talking about my, yeah, you need to be doing what Big Blackie did in the interrogation room. Big Blackie went to rapping them songs. Shit, yeah, that's why I like Big Blackie. So, well, just listen.
About what's, this whole situation,
This is not a situation, boy. That's what I hate these public school kids, man. This is why I hate these public school kids. This done committed capital murder. Talking about a situation. No, that's not a situation. That's a crime. You done committed. Fool. Talking about, no, that ain't no situation. A situation is arguing with the fat McDonald's because she didn't put no ketchup in her with some paper towel. That's a situation. You and the white boy say, man, you better watch that white boy. What you say about me, boy? I ain't no boy. Man, I hurt you. I knocked you out, cracker. That's a situation. What y'all did, boy, was a tragedy. Yeah, it was a tragedy. Yeah. At least for Julio Foolio it was. But he was tired of living anyway. Yeah, he was tired of living. Boy couldn't go nowhere. The boy had the pirate leg. Then y'all had shot, the boy had got that leg shot off. So the boy can't stand up and fuck no more. He can't sleep good no more. And that bitch catching gangrene too, cause he laying around half-ass depressed in them hotels. Can't go nowhere. All his crew members is on the run, in jail, dead. His music is popping. His music ain't really popping, but he popping on the internet at No Jumper, Say Cheese TV, but he half doing bad and broke. Yungeen Ace at the time was kind of traveling, getting his game up. Yeah, that boy, Julio Foolio, he was ready to go. Yeah, I look him in his eye that whole little weekend. Yeah, the boy was ready to go. He just wanted to get him some little, like most G do, give him a little lock a few seeds, hit some hand signs, and go on to the graveyard. If she put him on a t-shirt, play his damn music, let his mama and them and everybody them pop that on the casket, and his homeboy, yeah, so that's all he wanted. Yeah, he didn't want to be able to go to the BET Award. He didn't want to live long enough to watch Casanat get his first 1 million streams and speed. He didn't want to live that long, y'all. Julio Foolio ready to go. What else we gonna be here for? What else, if Julio Foolio, what else he gonna be here for? If them wasn't shooting each other, killing each other, crashing out in car wrecks, getting an AK shot through his knee, coming back at the hospital, playing like it don't hurt, with that morphine and them drugs on it, and then looking at that sore wound, trying to show up like he ain't feeling inadequate. Cause one thing about it, when you in them hospital and you on them pain medication, you can't get hard. Boy sitting up in the head, man, ain't feeling like no hell of an ass 4 extra. 4 extra trying to do the, man, he can't do it like he was doing it 4 in. So that's all I'm saying, man. So I don't want to live too much long. Man, Julio Foolio ain't the same with 2 good legs as he did with the pirate leg. Boy had the pirate's foot. Yeah. That's how they call him slipping. So this is what I learned from the Julio Foolio death situation. I'm going to get back to this in a minute. Them rappers talking all this gangster talking, shoot your house up, slide on your FOFODA, ain't got no hotel money. Fuck was Julio Foolio doing when they got the rooms outside the door? What? Man, no rapping at graveyard sites with billboard-sized pictures of them niggas' funeral pages, and you checking in the Holiday Inn, Motel 6, and then come knock on the door. He in there. He ain't got to stop by valet, nothing else. Valet go detour them. If nothing else, valet at your door, say, hey, sir, you got your keys? What room number? If nothing else, valet put a little protection on your ass. Then once they got to valet, he got to try to valet and get in. They just can't run in with them guns. Wow. They got a concierge right there. Sleep, he gonna wake up if he see a bunch of them walk in like this unruly. Yeah, the concierge at the door, he just be playing. He lazy, but he respond. And he gonna respond. I be watching it. So now, then you got to try to get to the thing and press the flow, put your key up there, and get on up there. So if nothing else, I go to the hotel where it's valet. I don't Airbnb it, because you might got a neighbor. You might got one of them neighbors just to say, and then Charleston White. Next thing you know, his cousin them coming over there. They got a barbecue going there. No, I go where valet parking. Hot valet parking. How much it costs to pay her night? $40? Oh, yeah, get this hotel here. Say they got valet parking? How much is it? I don't look at the reviews. I make sure you got high valet. I sleep well tonight in them hotel with high valet, nigga. But back to this here. And I'm just saying, Julio Foolio will still be here with us when LeBron James threw Bronny that alley hoop in that game 2 months ago. Julio Foolio would have loved to seen that. And get what? He probably would have been on there. He probably be streaming with that pirate leg. You know, probably just recovering. Probably can do jumping jacks by now. Cause yeah, he was still fucked up when he died with that leg.
For that, I just cannot.
That's my nigga.
Say sorry enough, you know.
That's my.
I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use.
Hey, listen. This was my co-defendant. Yeah. I was him on the stand, dressed up pretty with a good mama, good background. Yeah. We hid and crying like I'm feeling sorry about what we done. My co-defendant, Doolittle, was doing this. He's still locked up today. And he had 75 years. He's still locked up today from doing with big boy Blackie. My co-defendant did this right here. What you doing? Look. Yeah, nigga, my co-defendant.
I feel terrible about the situation, but I'm a firm believer that God can use anything for good that the devil wants it for bad. And so I'm grateful for the people.
You ain't finna sit up here and say, you ain't finna sit up here and tell that lie. No, he ain't finna. Bitch, y'all just heard that nigga say, I know this ain't committed an act of capital murder, drove 7 hours to go get a nigga, stopped at least 5 times to fill up the tank, at least 4 times to pee, probably argued with 2 of them over the radio, then went through all this here, check into the hotel, lay back and patiently wait to kill this. You ain't finna get on here and say, on the stand in this white boy's courtroom, but God is meant for some good and for some bad. That ain't for us, big dog. That's what for grandmama and them. All that God meant to bad. No, it ain't good can come out of this. Nothing. Other than you go down there and switch over to Allah. Yeah, that's the only, you got to go down there and come out fam goon. Florida fam goon. Switch over Allah.
And so God can use anything for good that the devil.
No, he can't. God cannot use anything for good. He can't use anything for good. He can't. Man, that's why they ought to give your ass the death penalty. They ought to give you the death penalty. Because you looking for some good in life. And you done stomped and shout in life. And listen, it wasn't even your people that got killed. You just going along just as handsome as you can be. And you come from a well-to-do background. Educated, articulate, should have been something in life. Fuck you doing in this car. Big and black as this boy here. You ain't had no business with this boy. Look how big and black that boy. You ain't even had no business with him, yellow
God
man.
can use anything for good that the devil wanted for bad. And so I am grateful for the people I've met, for the lessons I've learned, for just the experience.
You see how that boy hair is? Look at our hair. You see how our hair is wavy? Them people gonna be way more lenient with you. You yellow, fair skin, good hair boy, up there with that white boy turtleneck on, talking like you back in English composition. Yeah. See, this is how you should have been rapping. Had you been listening to a nest talking how you was talking on your way to go shoot that boy, you wouldn't have done it. Yeah. You would say, man, we in my mama car, man. I ain't finna do this in mama car. But I remember I used to tell mama, say, can I borrow your car today to go look for a job? Okay, baby, I need my car back by 4 o'clock. I gotta go pick them kids up. And I go break in the houses in mama car with my dad with partners, Bone and Mario. Yeah, I get mama car, po be looking for a job, robbing, breaking in houses. That's when computers was $1,000. Yeah. And it's got 12 parts and everything was heavy. Yeah, so we don't want to hear that. We sure don't want to hear no a year in. And I'm for the end with this. We don't want to hear a year or two into the sentence talking, oh Lord talk. Assalamu alaikum talk. You playing. You ain't been down there long enough. Say, yeah, boy, show me, say, tell me where to go find that shit in the Bible, in the Quran then. You ain't been down there long. You just talking. That's why, come back after 20 years and talk to me about your Lord. I'm going to listen like a, boy, you 2 year, 3 year God finder, Mohammed John, you got under 10 years. Know what a 10-year beard is supposed to talk God talk. Heard from the 70s and the 80s. In the 90s, say some shit. I do 10 years on my head. For real? That's a decade. I do 10 years. They didn't know it was a decade. I do 10 years on my head. Square bit it up. 2 times. These ain't them kind of. These get 5 years. They walk into the prison with a Koran. I thought you was supposed to be looking for the fight. I don't think, where you from? Nowhere. Yeah, get the fight out the way. Then say where you from. But go down there hollering, say I'm from Jacksonville. Hoping some more Jacksonville niggas. Oh man, that little homie, what's your people name? Oh, I'm saying, oh yeah, man, it's about 12 of us over here. That's what they be looking for. Go down there and say, I ain't from nowhere. Let me get my fighting out the way. I ain't claiming nothing but the first couple fights. See, I'm going to PC. Yeah, I'm going to 24-hour lockup and get my 1 hour like YMW Millie playing basketball against them in my mind. So yeah, I ain't finna go down there and get the fighting out the way. I'm blind, need me now. And they say, listen, ball man, I got a prosthetic limb. Can I stay in the infirmary? Yeah, I got some way out. But that yellow, you in trouble. You in trouble. You know what you should have been doing? You and Big Blackie. See, now Big Blackie mad at you. Big Blackie first call home, man, ho ass crying. I did my co-defendant like that. DJ. Boy, that nigga, him and his mama in there crying like I'm trying to act like Mad Dog on Good Times, shit like this here. Boy, I seen my mama in there set up like a boy. Mama walked in. Boy, mama looked at me. I went to crying. Mama, I ain't do it, mama. My mama ain't do it. Yeah, I turned into a little boy like a. So yeah. So now, this ain't the time to turn into a little boy and be sorry. The crime, as white folks would say, was too heinous. You can't kill your brother like this. You can't kill your brother like this. And then when the master gets you, now you sorry.
So that's what Charleston White had to say about Julio Foolio, Yungeen Ace, Young Thug, Shell Kill, and YSL, and the shooters in the Julio Foolio case. Now, what I need you to do is hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if y'all want to see what Charleston White had to say to Boosie, and if y'all want to see what Boosie had to say to Vlad, Sean Cotton on Say Cheese, and Charleston White, click one of these videos right here on the screen and y'all can catch me over